Hello friends, and welcome back to our little coffee club. Okay, so another Friday hanging out. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Again, I wouldn't be filming these brew sessions if it wasn't for the participation. This is a channel that you could be a part of. Although I'm recording this and making this video kind of like if it was alive, it is not actually live. But although it's not live, you can still participate. I answer everyone in the comments, so leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. There has been some times or some issues where folks have told me if I remove their comment or if I edited something or did some kind of setting. I have not touched anything, guys. I don't even know how to do that. So yeah, if anything like that has happened, it was not me. It was something that happened automatically with YouTube. There are a bunch of filters and things that happen automatically with YouTube that I have no control over, okay? So yeah, maybe I never saw your comment. I never got notified. I don't know, but I answer everyone, or I do my best to answer everyone. Something else that I just thought of as I was setting up today to start the brew session is that, my Instagram comes up at the end of every single video that I edit. But the ones that I don't do anything to, like this one's gonna be, it just ends, I just say bye and, it ends. There's no Instagram. So I'm thinking of maybe printing it out, putting it in a little frame, something so that it's always in the background so that you guys could see it. Because I do like giving my coffee. I have two Instagrams, but the one I use here for the channel and for the coffee videos, it's a separate one that I'm trying to build up with our little family here. And I post mainly just coffee things, okay, mainly. But there's a couple other things, but mainly just coffee things. On my other channel, there's all kinds of different things, so whatever. But anyway, back to the subject. So, at the end of the video, I like giving my Instagram because in the event that I don't answer you on YouTube for whatever reason, reach out on Instagram, okay? I'll send me a DM, so a direct message. I will see that and I will answer you, okay? I answer everyone. So yeah, I want you to be a part of this. The reason why I make these videos is to share my hobby with you guys and for you guys to share with me. I learn a whole bunch from you guys. I probably learn more from you guys than you guys from me. I'm just some dude, I'm just some dude. But I appreciate your time. I appreciate you being here. And yeah, today we're gonna pull espresso with the Flair 58. I received, as a matter of fact, these Friday videos are becoming a little bit of spoilers or previews of what's to come on Sundays because I ordered some Good Brothers coffee that I have not reviewed. And I mainly did it because they came out with a Kenyan. And I'm gonna say it right now that Kenya is the origin of the year. The Kenyan coffees have been spectacular. It's for sure. My favorite coffees in general, if you look at in general from a certain origin, I'm gonna say for sure Kenya this year for sure. They have been spectacular. So Good Brothers brought out a Kenyan, I had to order it. I had to get it right away. So I also have this and there's another coffee to review. This, I don't even know what it is or I don't remember at all. I don't want to read anything in this bag because I want to guess at the tasting notes as we always do, right? So I'm going to pull a shot on the Flair 58, guess at the tasting notes and all that good stuff that we always do. What else do I need to tell you guys? Oh yeah, so the spoilers, right? So these, right now, the Friday videos are running ahead of the Sunday videos. So you get to see some things on Fridays that I might talk about something that you still haven't, what is this? What's he talking about? Because you haven't seen it on the Sunday videos. The Sunday videos have been constant now for like 3 years. I've been making coffee videos and putting them up every Sunday morning at 7 a.m. You get a new video from me. Those I usually try to keep edited and keep the same format that I've been doing since the beginning. These videos have opened up a lot. I'm sorry, this type of videos, like you're seeing now, these Friday videos, have opened up a whole bunch of windows for me and opportunities. Because these videos I don't edit. Editing is what takes time. I don't mind, I brew coffee every day, one way or another. And I could film a bunch of those. As a matter of fact, today is a work day. It's 6 a.m. I have to be done by 7 a.m. so I can put everything away and leave to work. But, we have an hour. I wake up real early. I've been up for more than an hour already. I haven't had coffee today at all. So hopefully the words flow properly. I am getting better at doing this type of format, and that's the reason why I started making these, because eventually I do want to go live, completely live. And in those events, I wanted to be prepared to, it's just a new approach, right? I can't stop to think for us the perfect word. I can't stop to correct myself and wait a minute, I think I said something wrong, go back. It's unedited. It's just one take. But because it's unedited, it has opened so many more doors for me and windows to like the ideas that I could play with. I can do these brew sessions and give you extra content, which is what I'm doing with the Friday videos, just giving you extra content. Because what takes time is editing. Shooting the video is an hour, let's say, or less. And then I'm gonna take 4 hours or maybe 5 hours to edit one of those videos. And that's because I've gotten better at it. It used to take even longer, if you could believe that. I'm not good at editing. I'm horrible, and it's not something I enjoy unless I'm making one of those cinematic videos. The cinematic ones, I really do love, even editing those. The idea, coming up with the music, the whole thing, I really enjoy it. So I have made quite a few little cinematic, sometimes they're just little tiny clips. Sometimes they're almost a full video or the whole video. It's kind of like a cinematic thing, and I really enjoy making those, even at the editing. But all this kind of stuff, I don't want to edit this. I just want to share it with you guys and talk to you guys and spend a little bit of time with you and keep you company for a little while. And just, that's it, man. I don't want to have the trouble of having to edit these things. So before I could have filmed more, but how I was going to edit that stuff? It would have just been a bunch of videos on my computer that I never got around to editing. So I never filmed more, or I shouldn't say film. There's no film, it's just recording. So we still use the word film. There's no film involved here, it's just recording. So yeah, I could have recorded more, but what's the point if I can't edit the stuff? So I'm just some dude, I'm just a normal guy, I have a regular job, and I don't have as much time as YouTubers that are just dedicated to this, or even people like Hoon and Jay that they still have regular jobs, but it's their own business. So they can call when they're gonna go live or do something or whatever. It's their time, it's their business, they do whatever. But I'm not like that, so I do what I can. I'm doing my best, I do what I can. These Friday videos have opened up a bunch of windows for me to give you extra content and not edited and all that good stuff. So this is awesome. Now that I know I can play the little music in the background, let me show you. It's just like little jazz music playing in the background, but I enjoy it. It gives me something to listen to, and then I don't have to embed the music into the videos, which that in itself takes a bunch of time. So yeah, this has been a game changer. All right, so let's just get the bag open. I wanted to talk about a few things before we get going. You can even see when I'm refocusing, right? Like you see me, like the phone is shaking a little bit because obviously I'm focusing. I have to touch it, and it moves a little bit and all that stuff. So all of this, And then this morning I thought, man, I'm not giving out my Instagram. So if people want to reach out, it's not going to happen. So I'm going to print it out, put it somewhere. I don't know. I'm still working with that idea. But yeah, these videos just all of a sudden, they just end. I say bye and that's it. It's a good thing that the clips on the phone, they can last as long. I mean, I've never seen it quit. And sometimes the videos go for like 45 minutes. Usually they've been around 45 minutes, these type of videos. Okay, because the Sunday stuff, that even goes longer sometimes. We go over an hour, so yeah, crazy. I know. I can't believe that people enjoy this. Anyway, let's get to I shouldn't say that because I enjoy coffee videos myself. I watch Hoon and Jay and Tony, Tate from Coffee Showcase. Tony is Faith and Coffee Bean, so Nikki P makes videos. I really like talking to Nikki P, cool dude. So yeah, there's a few people that make coffee videos. I know New Forest Explorer Nick, he was making a little bit of coffee stuff, but he's not consistent with that. He's mostly into exploring the New Forest in the UK. So yeah, and then I have other YouTube friends like Off Our Couch, and they make travel videos. They visit all the parks, especially in Florida. Yeah, so anyway, there's a few. Shout out to everyone. Shout out goes to all of our friends here. Shout out goes to all of our usual participants, right? People like Carrie, Ollie, Jason. Now I've seen Roberto a bunch of times in the comments. The Sun, Nick, London. My friend Angel pops in every now and then. And by the way, sometimes I say I don't have a true coffee hobbyist in my life. And Angel, my buddy Angel, he is a coffee hobbyist, but I never see him. Like I've been trying to hook up with him, maybe even to film something, but I never run into him. I never see him. We talk every now and then, and it's funny because we live really close to each other. But anyway, another subject. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get on with this thing. I'm sorry. I like saying hi to our friends here, and I know I'm missing a bunch of names. I know. If I keep thinking, more keep popping up, and I'll keep saying more. And some folks, the names are not easy to remember, or they're just not names. They're like letters and numbers and stuff, and that's too hard to, unless you tell me your name, it's just too hard to memorize that kind of stuff. So, all right, wait, it's the other one. We're gonna use the niche 0. By the way, grind size. I'm gonna start at grind size 15. I don't know if that's gonna work with this coffee. I have no idea. Hopefully we won't have to pull more than 2 shots here. But one thing about the Flair is that I have heard a bunch of times that even if you're not in the espresso zone, you could still get a really tasty coffee. So, but if it chokes, obviously that'll be a total loss. So we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens. So back on the Flair. The Flair has opened also windows for me and opportunities, because I never used to do espresso in the morning because I don't want to have to worry about cleaning the machine mainly. You guys know my Bianca in the background there. You see it, my Elite Bianca. It's always spotless. This is like a piece of art in my kitchen, and I like to keep it that way. You guys know how I like keeping it tidy. But the Flair, I don't care as much. You don't have to worry about a boiler. Okay, you can experiment with water chemistry, because you can put any water in this. And I have heard some people they seem to be kind of concerned about keeping it clean. This thing is spotless. It looks brand new. Like, how does it get dirty? Like, I give it a quick wipe. I give 2 rinses in this thing when I'm done, and that's it. Just wipe it down. Leave it. I can leave it in the counter. Put it away once I get back from work. Like, this is the easiest thing. I never used to make espresso on regular days like this, and now I can. So I can make Americanos or pull a shot. It's just fun, I still make pour overs most of the time, but yeah, the espresso is in the morning. It's a new thing for me. Espresso used to be only a weekend thing, okay, when I had more time, and that's when I record most of the videos. But now that I can do this almost live stuff, I can do this too. So, okay, I don't know if I refocus. Let me refocus on the cup. I've been doing a great job remembering to refocus and locking the focus, because if not, the camera starts to hunt around. It'll focus back here and back to the front, and it focuses on my hands as I'm moving around, and it's just no bueno. So, another thing is, Pasado will be making a comeback today. Pasado! I can't pop up the little cartoon. If you've been watching all the videos, you know what I'm talking about. I can't pop up Mr. Pasado on the screen because this is unedited. But yeah, I'm going to try Pasado with the Flair 58 for the first time. You guys know how I feel about this tamper. I love it. As far as looks, man, this is a supermodel. But supermodels are not always the best at doing other things. I'm not saying they can't be, okay? I'm just saying, okay? Most supermodels are not gonna fix my car or fly me around the world in an airplane. But it could happen, okay? I'm not being, don't get mad at me, okay? It could happen. I'm not saying, nothing wrong with supermodels. But, they have their thing, right? They have their thing, to look pretty. That's their job, to be beautiful, look pretty, take pictures, model clothing. I mean, that's what they do, right? Runway supermodels, that's what I'm talking about specifically, because there could be other kinds of supermodels. We're talking about runway, okay? They put on clothing, they walk around, people take pictures. That's their job, that's what they do, okay? And their job is mainly to look pretty, to model the clothing. This is the supermodel of the of the espresso world. And it's funny because I think it's beautiful. I bet you there's somebody watching right now that thinks, oh man, that thing's hideous. What is this guy talking about? Look at all the colors. Look at all this thing's horrible. Like, what is he? I know, but to each their own, okay? To each their own, I'm sorry. And this is the WDT tool that I bought with it, same kind of wood. This is called the Iris, and this is from Pasado 58.5. So if you Google Pasado coffee tools, you'll see what this is all about. Okay, but anyway, back to the Pasado tamper, and my problem with it is the fact that it has this little beveled edge. And with this, for some reason, it makes it so difficult for me to get a straight tamp. The Elite tamper, this part is straight, and it just makes it so much easier. But you know, again, that's just me. There's plenty of people that use this and they're good at it and whatever, but I can't, I've never gotten good at it. Today we're gonna revisit Pasado. So let's get this thing open. Can you see this here? Let me see, it's kind of, yeah, you could see this here. Okay, good. Let's get it open. Again, the Good Brothers bags are top notch. I love them, easy to open, easy to keep it resealed. If you're gonna drink this within a month or something, don't even worry about it. Just keep it in the bag. You know, if you're gonna keep it long term, maybe an Atmos, or if you wanna keep it really long term, like over like 6 months or something, then go ahead and vacuum seal the coffee and freeze it. I've shown before on the videos how to do that and how I do go about it. And I have coffee that's been frozen for like 3 years now. As a matter of fact, we're gonna bring one of those coffees soon. That's what I'm gonna do. You know, I have still coffee frozen from Nick, from the UK. Okay, I have coffee from Joan, a little bit of coffee that Joan sent me. I gotta reopen these and revisit these coffees. But yeah, the thing is, I'm always tasting new stuff, you know, so. But I have some frozen coffee, special coffees that we'll bring out and revisit pretty soon. Okay, what a rant. How long have I been recording? 16 and a half minutes. And we haven't even started. Okay, let's go. I hope the first shot comes out good. If not, we'll have to pull a second shot and this video could get a little long. But we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna do 18 grams. As far as grind sizes for the Flair 58, you know, it works the same way like the Bianca, like any, well, I don't know any, but the ones I use, they work the same. Okay, so if you have a 58 millimeter portafilter, and I don't see how it would be different from one machine to another. In the beginning, I ground finer for the Flair because that's what I had heard, that you should do that, and it turned out to be definitely a fail. So far, you grind exactly the same on the Flair as I do for the Bianca. So I'm gonna start grind size 15. Let's see, can you guys, you get a good picture there? You see everything good? Well, you don't see the bag too well, but all right, you know it's Good Brothers, come on. All right, so I got my 18 grams. We check retention on this channel. As far, oh man, okay, I smelled it. This has gotta be a cold ferment. I'm gonna go right now out on a limb. I don't know, like I said, I don't even remember what this is. I know that I ordered the Kenyan. That's the whole reason why I ordered the Good Brothers coffees. Maybe I'll tell you the story as to what happened with this whole thing. Good Brothers is top notch. They're top of the top, okay? In my book, Brent is my man. Thank you. Shout out goes to Brent. If you happen to run into this video. Yeah, Good Brothers, top notch. Anyway, this here, this has gotta be a cold ferment. It smells exactly like some of the cold ferments I have smelled. This thing is like, it has this sweet, but unnaturally sweet, like too much sweetness. Fruitiness, sweetness. Wow, it's so awesome. I don't know anything about this. I could be totally wrong, okay? I could be totally wrong, but I'm going out on a limb and saying that this is definitely some kind of fruit-infused cold ferment. Wow, imagine if I get what kind of fruit. Okay, I'm gonna smell it again once I grind it, because I don't know, maybe it's not even a cold ferment. I don't know, but let me put it up in the grinder and then I'll show you the roast level. This has also been a time saver for me, showing you up here, because before I used to spread it out, take a picture, turn on the lights. It's a lot of extra work that I don't really have to do. I can just come like this with the phone. Now, the focus, because it was locked, sometimes it doesn't want to go like an auto, it just keeps locking. Okay, I think it is working here now. But you could see it, it's a medium light like Good Brothers is known for. But you know what? I'm starting to notice that a lot of the cold ferments, the beans, tend to have like some more like unevenness to it. Like look at this bean. This bean still has like light color inside, but if you see it around the back of it, it's darker than a lot of the other ones. And this happens a whole bunch with the cold ferments. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but it's something that I'm noticing. So let me see. I'm getting some kind of notification in the middle of this recording. Come on, man. Come on, Samsung. What are you doing to me? See, can I hit dismiss here? Yeah, okay. All right. I hope that didn't mess up my clip here. I don't think so. Okay, so there you see the beans. Okay, we're gonna grind this again. I'm at grind size 15. Let's hope this works. Oh, the Flair is at the temperature. Let me show you the electronics, but the temperature is all the way up because we are doing a lighter roasted coffee, and it's been on now since I started recording, so for 20 minutes, so it should be up to temperature. All right, let's grind. Let's grind this stuff. Oh, another thing is you might want to turn down the volume a little bit because maybe the grinder's a little bit loud. Although the niche 0 is pretty quiet, and the pitch of the sound, to me, is the nicest of any grinder. It's like a nice deep growl. It's not that screechy, like annoying sound that a lot of grinders make. All right, here we go. You guys see our little setup. Usually there's no cord back here. That is the Flair 58 that I connected to this outlet today, which is usually only used for the 0. And because that's another thing, awesome thing about the 0 is that you can tuck the cord into it. So it's always really short. You can't even tell it's plugged in anywhere usually. But today that cord is back there because it goes all the way around and it's here. And on that outlet, which is normally where I usually when I use the Flair up here, I usually put it here, but I've noticed I have to take off whatever's there when I have an open outlet here, and I can just, yeah, I know, I should have thought of that since the beginning, but anyway, listen, on this channel, you get to hear everything. Okay, we tap the spout because my friend Angel told me that, and he's totally right. There's usually a little bit of coffee that falls. Oh man, I'm glad, oh, it timed out. Okay, right when at first I said, oh, I'm glad it hasn't timed out. And then as soon as I went to put the little cup on the scale, it timed out and it turned off. It's all right. We always check retention. We will do it. But timed out on me right when I went to put it down. Goodness, come on, timer. It's all right. We'll still do it. You'll see. Okay, so this should be up to temperature. Okay, I couldn't get that out. Sorry about the noise. Okay, so we're gonna tear the whole portafilter, okay, like that. And first we're gonna check to see if we have our 18 grams. So right now it's at 0. So when I put the coffee in here, we should be at 18 grams. You know what, I forgot my little bar towels. All right. I've been doing better with like not forgetting the different items I have to have up here for the brew session to before I never gave it any thought. You know, before, since I could pause the clip and edit the dead space out and all that stuff, it didn't matter. But now it does because it's unedited and it's just, you know, one take, one go. All right, let me bring you in, focus. See, I do a good job remembering to focus. Oh, so I didn't even remember looking. Did we have the 18? Wow, you know, I had it there and I forgot. It's 17.8, so we lost a 0.2 of retention. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's 17.8, we lost a 0.2. Usually on the 0, you're gonna get 0 retention. And if I did the bellows, it would go, I'm pretty sure, back to 18. But the most retention you'll see from the 0 is that, you know, 0.1, 0.2, maybe now and then 0.3. That's about it. It's very accurate. You don't have to worry about retention. So 0.2, I don't even care. I don't worry about it. Usually we've been doing bellows, right? But today I'm moving forward. Another thing I forgot. I forgot my dosing funnel. Okay, so put that there. Now we're gonna do dough UDT. You know, the coffee looks lighter once you grind it. It looks pretty light. Again, Brent from Good Brothers, he's a master at roasting coffee. Does an absolutely terrific job. Good Brothers is here in the Michigan, I think it's in Michigan. And, you know, for me, it's a bit more convenient to get coffee from them. They do a perfect job. They have a good variety of coffees. They're always bringing new things. So They do as good a job as any out there. And again, because of the shipping cost, it's more feasible. You know, Good Brothers, usually I get free shipping if I order 2 or 3 bags. And yeah, with a lot of the other roasters, sometimes the shipping ends up being more than the coffee itself, which that kind of sucks, you know? So yeah, I love DAC, Manhattan, all these roasters I've been trying from overseas. Awesome. And they ship so fast. You're going to receive, by the way, you're going to receive the coffee pretty much immediately. It takes the same amount of time as ordering from Good Brothers, sometimes less. It's been ridiculous. The shipping has been ridiculous with some of these places. But again, you got to pay for that. They're definitely going to charge you for that. You know, this is very hot, guys. It's not like it's getting cold. People think it gets cold like right away. Yeah, I'm sure it lost a few degrees, but it's still really hot. All right, so you see so far, that's what we're looking like. Let me tamp. Am I focused for the tamp? I might have moved this thing around a bit too much. Oh man, I'm totally out of focus. I moved it way back. Okay, let me bring you close again. I'm sorry. Again, I try to do a good job. Let me show you again. Okay, so there you see it. It's really nice and flat and nice today. I'm not gonna do the distributor. I didn't even bring it out. I'm gonna move forward and get a tamp with Passato. Okay, that's about as good as I can do. I could see it was totally crooked. It's probably still a little bit crooked, but okay, I fixed it as best as I could. That's why I always come in with 4 points of pressure here and kind of feel around. I can kind of tell. I think it's even now, but we'll see. Do a little polish. Okay, so now this is what we're looking like. And there's a line inside that I can see to see if I'm level. And I'm pretty level. It's not perfect, but this is pretty darn good. So we dropped the puck screen. People had asked me if I got the thin puck screen from Flair. Yes, everyone gets one because the Flair doesn't have a shower screen. This acts as the shower screen. Today I'm not going with the double because it's the basket from the Flair. I don't have the space for that and I don't want to, yeah, it'll fit in there. But all right, today I'm not doing that, but you guys saw last time. So this is what we're looking like. It's pretty level. I did a pretty good job today with Passato. Okay, so we're gonna lock in. And all right, I gotta give you guys a new angle. Let's see. I usually like to place it in a spot where you can see the bottom of the, can you see it there? Okay, here you could see a little bit of the bottom. You're really up close though. Okay, we're gonna roll with this. See how this angle works. Lock the focus up here so you can see a little bit of that. Okay, you'll definitely see the coffee. I'm not sure if you'll see the scale. Okay, the water temperature, guys, is at 97. I just raised it to 98. I want to be just off boiling. This is quite light. This should be nice and hot. I've been recording for 28 minutes, so like 30 minutes, it's going to be hot enough. We should be fine. Okay, so again, come in with the Akaya. Again, now one of you guys reported that the Buku, if you like that Buku scale, the Buku works just fine for the Flair 58. As a matter of fact, I think the Buku might be even smaller than the Akaya. I think maybe it's a little bit thicker, but smaller footprint. So yeah. One day if I get another scale, I think I would get that one. Kind of want to check it out. All right, let's start this. Automatic espresso function should be turned on. I'm going to do like a Slayer type shot today. So at first I'm going to press just a little bit and keep it at around 2 bars for maybe like 20 seconds. And then I'll ramp up hopefully for another 30 seconds or so, or maybe 25 and 25, something like that. Maybe even a minute long shot. I would be fine with this. I mean, the way it looks, even a minute long Slayer shot, like 25 seconds and 35 seconds, that might still taste good. Again, that's what dialing in is all about. Finding where the coffee tastes at its best. So this first time I'm trying this, I have no clue. All right. Now, I have my glasses on. I just noticed the bag is still there. I'm going to turn it around. I don't want to have a chance of like seeing the tasting notes. Okay. What else do I have to tell you guys? Oh, one thing I am going to do is start with the handle of the, let me show you. Okay, this I'm going to have it all the way up because I did like that for sure to start up here. Okay, so instead of starting from the down position, fill it up, then lift, then top it off, you just go straight like the gentleman told me. I imagine it's a gentleman, I don't remember, but but I imagine as a gentleman. Someone told me that, to have it up, not all the way up, you got to give it a little slack, and then as you're pouring, just wiggle it a little bit. You're not going to have air bubbles. You can go straight to pulling your shot. I did like that workflow better, so I'm going to try that today again. So that part, we're doing again. See, bring it over here so you can see a little bit of the bottom of this. Maybe you guys will notice if we have any kind of channeling. Although channeling I haven't seen it happen yet with the Flair. I still haven't seen like channeling that I saw a squirt of coffee somewhere. I haven't even seen that. So again, an attestment, maybe something to say about my puck prep. Okay, let's center this. I think right here should be good. Okay, you see automatic espresso function, it tears by itself, and I think you could see the scale. So that's good, okay. Water temperature is at 98. I'm gonna start filling up. Again, right now, technically, you would be able to start okay, I'm having air bubbles, they're coming up. But technically, I would be able to start the time because it is starting to, that water, it has no pressure behind it, so it's not really going through the puck yet, but it is saturating the top of the puck. Okay, yeah, I could see that the air bubbles come up as you're filling this, so maybe, I think this I like better. All right, here we go. Now is when the shot actually, I'm applying a little bit of pressure. I'm at 2 bars. Oh man, but this is not fine enough. Yeah, I already have. I'm gonna just ramp up, try to build some pressure here. Okay, I'm in the middle of the espresso zone, so that's 7.5 bar. I'm gonna keep it 7.5, 8 bar for the rest of the shot here. Oh, I went over. Okay, I did 50 grams. I was more concentrating on the pressure than on the amount of coffee. Again, you know what? This could turn out really good. People love these soupy shots. It's not something I'm into. I'll tell you right now. It's not my thing. But I'm not gonna throw it out if it tastes good. I forgot to have this, but I'm catching on. I'm doing better with getting used to all the different process. And I know it's dripping. It's all right. It's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and, in a second, get this under here. Okay, throw that in there too. All right, got a little messy on us, guys. I try to keep it tidy, but again, that's the thing. You go live, things happen. But you know what? On a regular edited video, you would have seen all of this because I'm not gonna take this out. It's whatever. Okay, it's nice and neat and clean. I cleaned up after myself. All right, let me taste the shot because I don't want to wait too long before we taste it because I might have to pull another one. Forgot to get my little spoon out. Man, I smell it. This is for sure a co-ferment. This does not smell like regular coffee. It could be one of those really funky ones too. I don't know. Right now, I could tell you as far as the fragrance and the aroma, they're both unnaturally sweet. It's just a lot going on here. There's some straight up like guava or something. If I were to say it's some kind of like tropical fruit, like guava or something. Yeah, I'm gonna go with guava. So I know I'm going out on a limb there. That's probably not the tasting note, but as far as, and I'm not talking about taste, I'm talking about just the way it smells. No, the flavor is not guava. It's not guava, but I think I know what it is. I should be able to guess at this. Oh, I'm not throwing this out, by the way. Yes, it wasn't picture perfect, but I did build a lot of pressure. The rest of the shot, it was only like 21 seconds, I think it was, guys, right? 21 seconds since I started applying the pressure. And no, I'm sorry, since we got first drip. 21 seconds since we got first drip. But remember, the whole time I'm adding the water, it's kind of already saturating the puck and getting some sort of pre-infusion going. So yeah, I'm gonna count this like it was maybe 10-second previous, still only like a 30-second shot. This is, I think I could do better, but I'm not throwing it out. It's good enough. You know, I'm not even gonna say acidity is too high because it's not. You know, I would like to try it as an Americano Wow, but do I have time to? We're at 35 minutes. If I hurry, I might have time to pull another shot, grind it a little bit finer, try it as an Americano. I haven't had any coffee today, so I would really like to do that. Okay, I'm at grind size 15. That's 14. And maybe even 13 and a half. Again, this shot looks like it doesn't, you don't have to go for a whole minute. Maybe even 13. Grind size 13, 2 notches down, from 15 down to 13. Maybe we're gonna pull a second shot. All right, let me start working towards that goal. Let me put this here in case I get another drip. And I see I am getting more drips. Swap it out again. Oh, okay, now I'm gonna rinse it, guys. I'm putting some water up here. I'm gonna give it a good rinse before we pull the second shot. Oh man, I forgot to remove them. All right, another mess up. I'm sorry, guys. You see me make all sorts of mistakes. I should have pulled this out. And now I have pressure in here. Hold on. Now I gotta pull all this water through. Man, what a fail. Again, getting used to the workflow with the Flair. I might still have, I know the puck's not dry. I might still have a little, get that out of there. All right, let me get this out. Okay, you know what? We're gonna have to pull a dummy shot anyway because I gotta get this hot again. Okay, this is all the way down. Okay, I'm going to add water. Again, the water is right off boiling, and remember the heater's still on, guys. So this is working, you know, keeping that temperature. But I want to heat up the portafilter and the whole thing, so I'm gonna wait till the water starts boiling in the chamber. Okay, in the meantime, I know you guys been just looking at this thing here. Like, let me reset this, get this things going again. Let me focus maybe on the cup. Sorry. Lock in focus. Okay, we're at 38 minutes. I have 20 minutes. I really like this. There's nothing wrong with this shot at all. Okay, so the water is now boiling in the chamber. Maybe I can show you guys. You can see it there, how, okay, so it's boiling. Now I'm gonna drop that water on the portafilter, which is sitting in there getting hot. And it will still sit there for a few more minutes. So at the end of the day, it'll be hot enough here to pull out our next shot. But that in essence is like pulling a dummy shot, right? I'm just gonna leave the soup there. I'll leave the soup there until we're ready. Okay, I have a little bit of splashing from all this stuff I've been doing. The beeping comes from the Flair. The reason why, I'm not sure. Maybe it loses temperature, then it gets back into temperature. I don't know. I don't know. Probably that's what happens, that it has to be ready for the next shot and it beeps. You know, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure a lot of these things out. If you know why the Flair every now and then beeps at you. I know the very first beep is that it's ready. I know that. But why does it, like, every now and then keeps beeping? Like, I've been even in the middle of pulling a shot and it beeps. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. Anyway, cheers. I don't even know if I want to dilute that. It really tastes really good. Maybe pulling a minute long shot on this coffee is not a good thing. It's probably not on this one. There's so much flavor here. If pulling like a long, really long Slayer shot, the intensity might be through the roof and not a good thing, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm at 2 notches down. I'm at grind size 13. We're gonna pull another one. Man, in the beginning, when I thought about doing like lives and doing espresso in a live, I thought that that's not no go because like it's gonna take just way too long. But you know, look, it's not bad at all. I'm even pulling 2 shots. I've done 3 shots on this type of video and it went pretty quick. I think it's the longest one I've done of this style, but it still was fairly quick. All right, regardless. Also, the tasting notes, I can guess at them right here because I can really taste the flavors. So before I run the risk of seeing the tasting notes, let me just see what I go with. I still taste guava. Okay, I taste guava. I can't imagine guava co-ferment. Like, maybe when I read it, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what, yeah. Or maybe I'll be totally not on board. I'll be like, wow, it tastes nothing like that. This tastes very tropical and a lot of fruit. And even from the smells of the coffee, this is one of those funkier ones, okay? So if you wanna try a co-ferment that's way out there, like it's gonna give you a lot of like, not really coffee. There's no way you give this to somebody. It just tastes like some kind of fruit juice. You know, it does not taste like coffee. You know, and I'm gonna go out on a limb. I said already, right? I said already that the origin of the year, Kenya, bar none. The best coffees of the year so far, Kenyan. But the coffee of the year, the most spectacular coffee I've tried, that is the most memorable coffee that I have tried so far this year. And again, I still have a few more months. You guys are gonna see this video, I think like maybe towards the end of September, I think, maybe even into October. So yeah, pumpkin season is right around pretty soon you'll see the pumpkins out again. I'm sure my wife will bring out the pumpkins very soon. So yeah, I love fall. But now I changed the whole subject. What was I talking about? Holy cow. Oh, okay, the origin, I'm sorry. You know, on the edited videos, I could cut that dead space out. Okay, the origin is the Kenya, for sure. But the coffee of the year, Dax Coco Bongo. I'm gonna say it's just the most memorable, man. Besides, that co-ferment is delicate. It's like, it still tastes like coffee, but like some kind of coffee that you've never had before. And yeah, very unique. Just blew my mind. I'm gonna go Coco Bongo so far is the coffee of the year. I have to say it. So DAC, 2 years in a row, right? It was Good Brothers, the Thermico Processing, the one from Costa Rica. I said, wow, this is the most spectacular thing. 2 years in a row. It was a spectacular coffee. I have a bunch of it frozen. We'll revisit that one day. So yeah. And then now DAC, 2 years in a row. First it was the Milky Cake, right? Last year was the Milky Cake. This year, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be the Coco Bongo. I don't see anything being more spectacular than that. This is too funky. This is not even coffee. You wanna try one that's really like, be like, wow, this is like some kind of fruit juice. This doesn't taste like coffee. I'm glad these things exist. I like them, I enjoy them. I know some of you guys are kind of against it. You're like, no, you know, I like my whiskey neat, my coffee black, and all that good stuff. I don't want no funkiness. I want my coffee to taste like coffee. And yeah, for the most part, so do I, for the most part. But I love trying these kind of things and exploring these things. I'm glad they exist. I'm glad that they keep making them. I will buy them from time to time and try co-ferments for sure. I don't even know if there's a co-ferment. I could be all wrong. So that's why I want to guess. Anyway, tropical fruit, some kind of maybe guava. And maybe when I read what it is, I'll be on board and I'll say, oh no, you know what? It is that. But right now, the thing I can associate this, ever since I smelled it, is guava. Yeah. Okay, level of acidity is just right. There's a good amount. Maybe if I pull the Slayer shot, I'll get more sweetness, less acidity, and maybe I'll like that even more. I don't know. That's why I want to try it. But right now the level of acidity is high, but not too high. It's just fine. For people that like brightness, acidity, this is perfect. Okay, for me, it's borderline to where I would say it's a bit high acidity, but I'm not gonna say it. Sometimes I do say it. I'm not gonna say it. This is just borderline. It's still good because it's balanced with a lot of sweetness. This is a nice balanced sweet coffee. There's a lot of thickness to it, a lot of mouthfeel. I love it. A lot of that has to do with the niche. So yeah, guava. I don't know, some kind of tropical fruit. Guava. It is nice, balanced. I don't taste any like caramel or chocolate or anything like that. The sweetness, I would say, is like a sugar sweetness, like some kind of candy or maybe like a guava candy or jelly or jam or something. I don't know. All right, let's see what the tasting notes are, and then we'll pull the second shot. Okay, what do we have, man? Colombia, orange Bourbon. Orange. So, okay, so the cherries are probably orange because some cherries are red. They ripen all the way red. Some, I believe, they ripen orange, and some even ripen yellow. So, okay, Colombia, orange Bourbon. If this is not a co-ferment, I'm gonna flip out. Okay, it says tropical, yellow fruits, complex. Okay, so tropical. Okay, I'm perfectly on board with that. But I would say it says yellow fruits. I don't know. There are yellow guavas. If you mean yellow guavas, I'm totally on board. If not, I don't know what kind of yellow fruits. You gotta be more specific. They don't. Every fruit that's yellow, a banana's yellow. This tastes nothing like banana. So I don't know. So I don't know what they mean yellow fruits. So tropical for sure. That's what I said. Like some kind of tropical fruit. Like, and I definitely sticking to guava. So if it's yellow guavas, I'm with you. Complex, I don't know. I mean, yes, there's a lot going on. I said there's a lot going on, but I don't know. You know, I'm gonna have to, wow, and I can't put it here. You know, please guys, help me out. Leave it in the comments. Is this a co-ferment? Just look it up. Good Brothers, go to Good Brothers website, Good Brothers Coffee. And this is the Colombia Orange Bourbon. Look at what the label looks like a sunset or something. I'm down with the label, that's for sure. That's my jam right there. I mean, this is what we got going on here. The contrast between the warm colors and the blue light coming from the other side. I mean, look at this, guys. I'm set up for this. You can't see too much of like the peachy color behind the Bianca right now. At least it's not, I don't see it on the screen. I don't think you're gonna see too much of that, but definitely to the eye, when I'm looking and I look at this, it's just swapped around. I have these colors on this side of the room and the blue on the other side of the room. But yeah, I'm definitely, definitely my jam. All right. Wow, this is a very interesting co-ferment. Try it. It's not gonna taste like coffee, so don't try it if you if you want your coffee to taste like coffee. But I'm gonna definitely put another 18 grams. Okay, how much time do I got? I have 47 minutes. I have like 15 minutes or so. All right, one more shot of this. Man, I'm going with guava. All right, my water temperature, I've been remembering to every now and then switch this between 98 and 97 so it doesn't time out on me and start to lose heat, which has happened already like every time I forget to. But you see, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. Okay, so we're at 0. I'm remembering the things I have to keep an eye on to do these kind of videos. Okay, we're gonna pull a shot number 2 right here real quick. 18.2. 18. Okay, we're right at 18. Put the bag back here. Now I know what the tasting notes are. I don't care. Because I do have my glasses on, so I would be able to, I mean, if I look at it, I would be able to see that. All right, let's grind. 18 grams, and we are at grind size 13. We started at 15, now I'm at 13. 2 notches down on the niche 0. Oh, you saw that? That's why I always restart it, because there's always the one bean every now and then that hasn't gone through, like it happened just now. All right, I have a feeling I'm gonna have a little bit more than 18. No, Actually, no, maybe even a little bit less. So 17.9, 18, whatever. So this time we're missing a 0.1. I thought maybe what happened, I'm gonna recover a little bit from the last time. So I expected to see maybe 18.1 or 18.2 on this one, but you saw it, 17.9. All right, we're gonna roll with that. My portafilter by now, it's gotta be hot again. Plus I pulled a dummy shot anyway, so yeah, I wanna keep this tidy. Let me dry a little bit here in case. Put this here. All right, I have everything ready. So now we're gonna do the puck prep. Make sure that's dry. All right, so real quick, we're gonna jump right into the puck prep. Okay, it's nice and dry. Oh, we didn't fluff it up. I like fluffing it up like this just to ensure that there's no clumps and that everything is nicely fluffy and ready to go. Okay. Perfect. Dosing funnel, refocus. WDT. Again, there's no signs of channeling anywhere. There was a little bit of splashing always because of the distance between the bottom of the cup and the bottom of the portafilter. There's too much space there, and there's always a little bit of splashing. Plus, then I rinsed and I did this and that. So, but as far as like a little squirt, you could tell when channeling happens. It looks different. They're not little drops. It's a little squirt. Okay, so once again, there you see it. Nice and flat. Again, pasado worked. Again, it's all crooked. Man, every time. I have to always fix it. Okay, I think that should be flat. Nice little polish just so you don't bring any coffee up. It looks beautiful. Again, check it out. Okay, you know what? This one looks a little bit better than the last one. There it is. Drop the puck screen. All right. Okay, so now I'm gonna lock in. Okay. I gotta get my little cup ready. That's one thing, because as soon as you finish pulling the shot, you wanna get the scale out and swap this thing, so. Guys hear the little music there in the background. All right, let me bring you in closer. Oh, a little bit left of this. Just finished it. You know what? I have to heat up my shot glass, so I'm gonna use the one from Brew this time. Put some boiling water in here, like so. Okay, I'm gonna put this one off to the side. Give this a swirl. All right. Let's start the Akaya. Center the cup. And bring this up. I kind of do like this workflow a little bit better. See if I can finish getting used to this process. Okay, so here we go. So as soon as I start putting water, like now, you can hear it boiling. That starts to drop on top of the puck. And as you add it, the air bubbles kind of move this thing around. The air bubbles, by move this thing, I mean the handle on the Flair, because you guys can't see that right now. You know, is this any faster though? I don't know. With me, okay, so I'm ready to go. But I've already been filling up, what, like 30 seconds or something? Okay, I'm gonna start applying pressure. Like a 2.5 bar. We got first drip. I'm gonna go nice and slow at first. Okay, I have 4 grams. I'm going for it. Again, I'm at like 7.5 bar. So in the middle of the espresso area on the Flair. I'm looking for 45 grams. Okay, I went a little over 46 grams, 30 seconds. So the shot only brewed like a few more seconds. But the pre-infusion part of the shot, I think, was longer. So this is definitely a longer shot. Not by much, but it is a longer shot. Put this here. And as a matter of fact, before I forget, just gonna get this out of the way. I should have squeezed the rest of the water out, but it doesn't matter. Just get this out of the way. I don't want to make a mess again. And I'm gonna give it a rinse already. This will be the last shot of the day right here. So after this, I can turn off my kettle. I'm done. Just give it a good rinse. I usually do twice. It's still boiling. Yeah, I can stop the heater now. So, let's see. Okay, hold it. All right, heater's off. Can actually unplug it. Get the last water out, another rinse. Like so, that's it. Now I could even leave it here, go to work, and that's it. Be done with it. Okay, I'm gonna try this. Let me give you a different angle here. That's a little bit more pleasant. Maybe like so. Focus here on the cup. All right, look at the ambience. Well, what a way to start your day. Nice. And, you know, making coffee, man, there's something to it. There's something to it. I know that you gotta like coffee, first of all. Some people don't even like coffee. But it's just relaxing and so nice, you know. You have your little setup that you can enjoy every day. I always say this is the hobby that you can participate in every single day. You know, you can always go, sometimes I'll go out for coffee, but most of the time I just make coffee. So yeah, it's something you can enjoy every day. You enjoy a nice drink if you like coffee. You enjoy a nice drink that gives you a nice boost of energy. It helps you diet, by the way. It's the whole reason behind me getting into coffee. It all started with that, trying to enjoy coffee and not wait to have black coffee. And it led me down the rabbit hole of making coffee and learning how to make coffee and buying good coffee and all that stuff, because that's how I started. I wanted to use it as a means to help me diet. I had never dieted in my life. I just always stayed fit from exercising. But eventually you get old enough that no longer works. You kind of have to, no matter what, you have to diet. All right, cheers. Let's try this one. I don't know. Which one do I like better? You know, I don't know. It's hard to say because right now this has a little bit more savory qualities to it. A little bit more like saltiness. Maybe it's just the way the shot pulled this time. Maybe it was the handful of beans I grabbed this time. They're a little different. I don't know. But it definitely tastes a bit different. The first shot was sweeter. This one has more saltiness to it. You know, sometimes I say salty, like a salted caramel, those kind of qualities, like salted caramel, maybe something like that. You still get that, the tropical aspects of it. You still get the sweetness. You still get the guava. It was more guava. The first shot was more guava, for sure. This one's more fruit. Hard to tell what kind of fruit. Wow, it was easier to guess at the tasting notes with the first shot. It was way more apparent to me. Okay, now that it's cooling, I'm getting a little bit more of the guava. Yeah, a little bit more, but not as much as the first shot. And still has the like salted caramel, which the first shot didn't have. This one, is it sweeter? I don't think so. I don't think so. It just has a little bit different flavor. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you guys. I like both shots. But today, I gotta say, I kind of enjoyed the first one more. Wow. You know, this one, maybe we'll turn this one into a little Americano. Let's add a little water here. Now that's gonna tone down for sure the saltiness, that savory aspect of the coffee. Should I stir that? Maybe so. Let's try it like this. You know, we're over an hour. Is this the first one that goes over an hour? Maybe. Okay, now it's a tasty little Americano. It still has the savory quality to it though. I'm not saying that I'm against the little savory quality to it. It's just different than the first shot. Yeah. The intensity obviously went down. It still tastes fruity, still tastes tropical. It still has a nice sweetness, but you know, the savory quality definitely still there. So the first shot I didn't even notice it. I mean, maybe the quality was there, but it was not so noticeable for sure. Anyway, I don't know what to tell you guys. That's what I got for you today. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm at 1 hour, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So I'm gonna wrap things up here. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys a whole bunch. You know I answer everyone. If you want my Instagram, look at one of the edited videos. It pops up at the end of every single video. I gotta do something about to have that available. So, cause this, now when I say bye, the video is just gonna end on you. There's no music being added, nothing. It's just whatever music is, because I'm playing it there in the background. And do I have to tell you anything else? I think that's it. You know, thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. I really enjoyed my time and sharing this little bit of time here in the morning with you guys. Get the morning started right. Beautiful thing. We got the beautiful little setup going in the ambiance, and yeah, I really loved it. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys a whole bunch. Remember to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This will be a Friday video, so I'll see you guys on Sunday.